Hey guys, I'm Lillian, aka StitchWithMe on Instagram and here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. I hope you find something of interest. Today is the 23rd of August 2022 and I am back with a new Stitch With Me. So today we are working on Waterhole Master. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs artwork by David Penfound. Stitching this on 28 count easy count Swigart fabric with the code for DMCs of course, and as you can see in extreme cross country. I first completed all the black and now I am working on all the colors one by one, going from the color with the least amount of stitches in the piece all the way up to the one with the most amount of stitches. So that is what we are doing. I am trying to pre-record some Stitch With Me's so that I have something to upload later on when I start my internship on the 5th of September. Just to be sure that I have something to upload even though I don't have time to record something at that time, if you will. So that is what we are doing. Now I did not really prepare a topic to talk about for today, which I maybe should have done. But yeah, I guess let me know if there's anything you would like to see or hear me talk about. Come up with some suggestions for what to talk about or to show you during my Stitch With Me's. I need some inspiration, I guess. A comment that I get a lot from you guys is that I'm really brave doing this extreme cross country and that they are really worried about making mistakes when they do this. Now, I am not really worried about making mistakes when I'm stitching cross country on a easy count fabric. So if you don't know, these grid lines are there every 10 stitches, every 10 holes. So that helps you count, or at least it helps me count. And so you are less likely to make mistakes, especially when you have to count over more than 10 stitches. You can just count all the tens and then all the single stitches, if you will. So if you have to go over, let's say, 53 stitches, you just go over 5 blocks and 3 stitches. So there's less room for error. Now, don't make mistakes? Yes, I do. I make mistakes. I have found a few in here already. However, you will not be able to notice them because they're so small. And also, they are always just like one stitch that is off, and I will notice it is off, and then whenever I am working around that stitch, I'll just make sure that whatever I'm counting off of is correct, so that I don't like make any more mistakes. So far I'm doing okay. Perhaps if I keep going, later on I will not like it anymore if I start finding more mistakes, but up until now I'm not worried. I find that this is going well for me. If you have been following me, you know that I do a lot of different methods. I work on this one, extreme cross country, then I have a piece where I do diagonal stitching, a piece where I do diagonal block stitching, and a piece where I do cross country per page. So all the stuff, I guess. Yeah. And that is just because I kind of like all of the methods. And my brain works with most of them. So I just work with most of them, and I just don't like, that's the only thing, I don't like changing methods halfway through a piece. So I will pick a method and keep that for that piece. Which makes me think of a new piece, like a new start, what I would do with that. I want to do another, I want to start another Heaven and Earth this year. Hopefully, if I have the money, we will see. But yeah, so I want to see what kind of methods I can come up with to stitch that one in. What I have seen, and I kind of want to try, but also don't, because it's gonna take a while. I have seen someone stitch a piece where they randomize a block, and I don't mean a page, I mean a block, like a 10 by 10 block. And then stitch that, and then randomize another 10 by 10 block. So you get all of these like scattered blocks all over the piece. That is something that sounds good to me. Just because it's, I don't know why I like it. It works with my brain. But then of course it's not complicated enough for me. Well, if you know me, you know I like to overcomplicate things just because I like that stuff. I don't know why. It's weird. I know I am weird. I like it. So what I kind of have been thinking of on doing is like, I want to do this on a smaller piece, so like a mini or whatever, a smaller full coverage piece. I don't want to do it on a like huge piece of like this one. But what I was thinking of is like, how do I explain this? So you have the pages, right? So first page, second page, and so on. So first randomize 2 blocks on the first page, and then for every 2 blocks on the first page I can randomize 1 more on the second page, but that keeps on going. So at one point I will have 4 blocks on the first page done, 2 blocks on the second page done, and then I can do 1 on the third page. And now that way it will be a little less scattered all over the piece. And there will be more of a picture forming around the beginning of the piece sooner in the process, if you will. It will take less blocks for you to actually start seeing a picture in it. I have no idea if this makes any sense. But that's kind of what I have been wanting to try, but I don't really know. Yeah, you know, I could try it and see if I like it, and if I don't like it, just stop. Just switch over to something else. I don't know. We will see. I also still have to see if it will even be, well, first of all, if I will have money to start a new piece, and if so, if it is going to be Heaven and Earth, because there's also the option of doing the rainbow sampler, if you know that piece. I would really like to start that. Then also there are maybe some smaller stuff that I would like to start. But yeah. But on the other hand, I also want to give more attention to all of the pieces that I already have, even though there are not that many compared to other floss tubers. I don't really have that much time to stitch, so I would like it to be more, and I would like to give more attention to all of the pieces that I have. So I'm not sure if a new piece would be a great idea for me, but also I would like to, because I want to start all things. It makes me sad to know that I will never be able to stitch all the stuff that I want to. But yeah, that's the story of my life, I guess. I want to do all the stuff. And not just within crafting or within cross stitch. I want to do all the stuff on other topics too. Like, I got a lot of plants. I've got a vegetable garden. I want to do food preservation. Recently I've got ants. I'm currently looking for fish and preparing to get guppies. Then also I am interested in making candles. I am interested in cosmetics like lip balm and creams and stuff. There's just so many things that interest me, and I struggle like picking what stuff I'm going to put my energy towards, if you will. Yeah, sometimes I just don't really know how to deal with all of the stuff that my brains come up with. I often just lay awake in bed at night and I just can't fall asleep because my brain is working out how to set up a new hobby. That's just my life. I always want to try new stuff. Yeah. I feel really, really rambly. I did not prepare what to talk about for this video, so I feel like I am all over the place, and please let me know if that is something that's that's not nice to listen to. Already you maybe you even like it, I don't know, let me know. Yeah, because I want to put out content, and of course you're barely able to see what I'm doing. There you go. I want to put out content that you guys actually like. So yeah, if you have ideas on that, let me know. So like I said, I'm working in extreme cross country. I love this method for the fact that the entire picture is slowly building all over the piece instead of from one point outwards and then completing it immediately, but rather working on the entire piece at once and just make it build up over the years. And yeah, that's just something I like. But then on the other hand, there's also this okay, so some colors you will come across and they are nicely in blocks together, and like here there are a few stitches together, or at least close together, that I can do in a row without cutting my thread. But then also the color before this had like 400 stitches all over the piece, like scattered all over, and that's the part that I don't like about this. Just to be honest, no, I don't always enjoy this, but I know it's just that one color or maybe two in a row, and then we will get another color that is more nicely done. Now I know that I am showing you the pattern, but you will not be able to stitch from this. You will not be able to know all of the colors, and you will not... Yeah, if you want to try stitching from this, good luck. Try your best, I would say. So yeah, that is kind of one thing that I don't like, and it takes such a long time to get through the one color that is scattered all over the place. But yeah, you will get through it and then get to another color that you do like. So, okay, now let's find another section, because this section is done. And I want to try to get... So I have set my highlight color to yellow. So all of these yellow dots are what I'm going to work on now. I like to use the loop start. So I am stitching this 2 over 1 10 stitch. So if you don't know, that's basically a half of the cross, a half stitch if you will. So I will just take one strand rather than 2 and fold it in half to create 2. And then you are left with, if this will cooperate, then you are left with, oh come on, yes, a loop on one of the ends. So what I do to do the loop start is I simply take it down through the fabric where I want to start my thread, but leave a loop right there, if you can see. And then when I come back up on the other corner, I also go through the loop with my needle, and then I just tighten it, go back down, and that's the first stitch done, and also I have attached my thread. And then I'll just keep stitching. Also, I am really curious to know how you all found me, because a while ago I forgot to mention it in my regular floss tubes, which is really bad. I wanted to thank all of you, especially the new subscribers, because a while back like last month or the month before, I noticed a spike in my subscribers. So I guess someone shouted me out, but I don't know who it was. So whether you are a relative new viewer or you are a regular viewer, if you remember how you found me, please let me know. I am really curious. Oh yeah, I got something else to tell you. So last weekend, or well, let's go a little bit further back in time. Last week, I remembered that there are these kofferbakverkopen. So I guess trunk sales, so you can fill up your car with stuff that you want to get rid of, and then you can pay for a spot at this sale, and then you can just lay all the stuff out in your spot and then you can sell it. And a lot of people go there to buy stuff, and I knew I wanted to go there but at the time I knew I wanted to go there, it was like winter, and these sales happen in summer break. And of course, like last week I remembered, like, oh god, those are like now. So I looked it up, and this was like on a Wednesday or a Thursday. And then the last edition of this year would be on that Saturday, so last Saturday. So, and of course it was sold out. There was no spot left. But I left a message on the site. There's a place on the site of that sale where you can leave messages, and you can basically say like, either I've got a spot and I want to get rid of it, who wants to buy my spot? Or the other way around, if you're looking for a spot like me, leave your number and people can call you. And that's what I did. And then I didn't think much of it. I didn't think someone would be able to, someone would call me and give me their spot. But they did. And this morning that morning, I was just running in the woods. And if you think I thought you were doing like gym training, yes I was, but I don't enjoy it anymore, so now I am running. Where do I, here, yeah, okay. And someone called me, and I just picked up like, hi, I'm running, so I'm sorry for the breath, but like I am really out of breath. And he just laughed. But basically he told me he had a spot to give away for that sale. So I went there, long story short, and my mom came with us, or with me. And so we sat there for an entire day. It was really nice weather. It was kind of hot, but we were in the shadow, like underneath some trees. So it was nice. And then also, yeah, it was kind of cute. There was, at the end of the day, so it had kind of died down. Like most of the visitors come in the morning, and then in the afternoon it's pretty quiet. And there was this mom with her daughter. How old was she? Like, I think like 3 years old or something. Maybe 4. They walked past by, and that the girl just stared at us. She didn't say anything. It was kind of cute. And my mom, of course, started talking to her because she prefers all the children that are younger than me, basically. Because I'm too old, I'm not fun anymore. So we were kind of trying to talk to this girl. However, she was like really shy and didn't want to talk. And I still had these friendship bracelets that I hadn't sold yet. And I was like, do you want a bracelet? And she just shook her head like, no. And her mom laughed at that. And she kept saying no. And my mom just started telling her like, oh, but this one, do you like this one? Or this one? Do you want the blue one? And then she just kept saying no. And I mentioned the pink one. And that one she did like. So we gave her the pink one. And then we tried to, I thought I also had these crocheted scrunchies, and they were in pink velvet, and they were really soft. So I was like, maybe let her feel that. So I asked her to come closer and feel the scrunchie. So she came forward like really slowly, and then she touched it, like just touched it and backed off again. Like a scared dog. And also, I'm sorry, that was so cute. And I was like, do you like that? It's also pink and it's really soft. And she did, so she took it. Yeah, she was so shy, but so cute. But we did sell quite a lot of stuff on that day. And now with that money, I am going to fund the fish. And also, I want to set up 2 shelves against my wall in my room with grow lights. So the shelves themselves and the grow lights I still need to get. So that I have more room for my plants to go, because I am constantly knocking stuff over, especially when I need to open and close the window, because they are all in my 2 tiny windowsills. And also I need more light, because my windows are north facing. Sorry. My windows are north facing, so they don't get a lot of sun. And I would like to be able to offer my plants a little bit of more good quality light. I feel like most of them would grow a lot better in those conditions. So that is kind of what I've been trying to set up. So if you use grow lights and you like them, please let me know, because I'm trying to decide on which ones I want. They have to be like elongated, so either a strip or a tube kind of form, if you know what I mean. And so they have to be able to go up against, like underneath the top shelf and up against the roof. Or the ceiling, if you will. That is my plan. Now I want to attach it the other way. I have asked for a lot of you guys to let me know. But the most important stuff is let me know what you guys want to see in these videos and what you want to hear me talk about. I did get someone in my last video that told me that she would like to see the ants that I have. So I'm not going to film them for today's video, but I can tell you that one of my queens now has her first worker. So that is really exciting. And the other queen from that batch, like I caught a couple of them at once, she now has one of her cocoons was like obviously almost ready. Like the cocoon itself was already gone, and there was just like kind of a baby ant fetus, if you will, laying there. And you can see the gaster and the head being a little bit darker than the thorax, kind of the belly, if you will, the middle part of the ant. And yeah, it was just still in these last developing stages, but I have not checked in it on them for the last 2 days, and I think it's probably out now. So then I have 2 colonies with a worker, so that's exciting. So yeah, I will show you my ants one day, just not today. I will probably show you my fish when I get here, just because I'm pretty sure people like to see that. But I'm not really sure if everyone likes to see ants, because maybe you are kind of scared of them, like same as spiders, I don't know. In my mind, fish are more readily liked than ants. So that's the plan. Okay, so we are in 30 minutes. I think that is a nice length. Sorry for the rambling. I need to prepare my videos a bit better. I hope you still enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments down below what you like to see, what you like to hear. And I will try my best to incorporate that in my videos. Also, which project you would like to see me work on. So stay safe, stay healthy. Happy stitching. Bye guys.